Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Ever17. Last time we were playing, you had to make a decision. Pretty much, you've got to decide whether or not you want to play as Takashi or the kid. And I chose the path that led to Takashi, who ran into this girl in an elevator. Crap went bad for the underwater amusement park LeMU. This lady here, worker, just told him to run, and then glass broke and water's flooding the place. Pretty good summation up to this point, and we proceed. Crash! You know what? Sound effects do this. I don't need to do it. Ah! Yeah, bad sound effect. Glass shattered. A massive amount of seawater and countless fish come flooding in. It was as if they were attacking you. I don't think they had a choice. Whoa! The force of the water and destruction was incredible, and the approaching swell mowed down everything in its path. It swirled and swallowed debris on the floor. Someone dropped a floor guide for the facility, and everything it encountered. Man, for the amount of destruction around him, he's taking in a lot of details. I wouldn't know it's none of that crap. I just feel out of here. I wonder how fast that water is moving. I'll stand there and calculate. Ridiculous thoughts flash through my mind, and I wonder how fast I can run. That's what you should think first and foremost. That was there was no guarantee the water wouldn't catch. Whoa! Whoa! I ran frantically and jumped in the air. There was water flowing underfoot. I slipped. I knew this was bad. If I took a spill, I would be sleeping with these fish. I was carried along into the air. The girl had grabbed my arm and yanked me forward with incredible force. She ran lively, like a tiny gazelle. At her speed, it felt like I had just hopped up into a car. It almost felt as though she might rip my arm off. Her strength was unbelievable. Oops, tried something there, never mind. Huh? And even harder to believe was that the park attendant was running ahead of us, leading the way. When did she? It looked like she had just been sucked into the swirling waters ahead. No. We bounded from the slope into another corridor. Crap! Which way do we take to get out of here? We all ran without stopping, looking for an exit. It's a dead end! Hey, this isn't the corridor. It's bad. She kicked through some metal mesh and into a big air exhaust duct. It was a sloping pipe-like tube. Not all, most tubes were somewhat pipe-like. We shot down the incline stumbling. It sounded like there was a crazed froth of angry water roaring behind me. No, I was already caught up in it. Everyone was just left alone. We were split in circles. I had no idea which way was up and which was down. And then we were all spit out in the corridor on the lower level. Saved by hair, the shutter on the duct clamped shut solidly behind it. The flow of water finally stopped. This is seeming kind of loud here. Let's see how this is. It was solid ground. It was a floor. I was safe. I wasn't in the water. I was alive. That was good. Really? Okay, yeah. Good. What? There were still fish flopping around on the floor, but the water had receded a while earlier.
この区画の排水完了を確認しました。しかし、施設の約 30% はすでに冠水、浸水したものと思われます。
That ain't good. Hey, wait just a second. I thought we were going to escape up. If we go down, hey, what are we supposed to do now?
そんなこと言ったってしょうがないじゃない。申し訳ありません。
The employee looked extremely sorry and was bowing.
私の責任です。
Yeah, you fixed the whole bloody thing. Fix what screwed up. That don't even make sense. What? Surviving is important, though. We gotta survive. We can't point blame, but we gotta survive. No, relax. Yeah, let's all relax. Okay, well, he thought completely the wrong way than I did. You know, secure food, explore. You know, try to find other survivors. But okay. I'm glad to be safe, but more important than that right now is, who are you guys? Yeah, I guess it's important. But securing the situation, I think, is a little bit more important. The chick in black ran like something bionic. What a great thing to say to somebody who you hardly know. When the glass broke, that attendant was right next to it, but she took off at warp speed. What's up with that? And don't tell me that this is part of this theme park atmosphere. Yeah, there's not really much you can say to that. Neither of them tried to answer. The fish on the floor were still jumping around.
本当に申し訳ありません。
The park employee was bowing so low that her head approached the floor. For some reason, her clothes were completely dry.
ここに突っ立っていても仕方ないわ。案内してくれる？わかりました。近くに比較的安全な場所があります。ご案内します。
Relatively safe? That was about the same as saying that everywhere else was dangerous. We turned around and started heading back the corridor we'd been washed down. I looked at a panel and finally realized that we were in Sweetie Stock, basement level 2. We went in a nearby attraction. So, are we the only folks here?
わかりません。現在調査中です。
Yeah, right. Investigating what? I thought it was we all. What is it?
誰かこちらに来ます。3名。
What? You. Weird.
それにしても一時はどうなることかと思ったけど。
It was one of the female employees that I'd met once before.
命あってのものだねってやつよね。
It's not really something you need to say. Drat! Dang it, we survived. You know, nobody ever says it that way, so you would think that it would be unnecessary to say it the other way, too.
あれ
Unless the person with you wish to drown, you know. Dang, that insurance. Could have had it. Yeah, that's wrong. That's mean. The girl finally noticed us. I didn't think there'd be anybody else here.
そりゃどうも。元気？
About as good as I look, I suppose.
そっちも大変だったみたいね。
Hey, lucky guess. Relaxing a bit, I returned her smile. There were two people behind the girl. One of them was the girl who I thought was named Coco. When our eyes met, Coco grinned. It's been a while. Maybe like a couple hours. It doesn't have to be right now, but Coco, will you tell me a joke later? I'm really in the mood for one.
いいよ。考えとく。
She nodded brightly. The other person was the kid I helped to the infirmary. His expression looked darker somehow. If he'd become super upbeat all of a sudden, that would have been weird too, but for some reason it bothered me. Something wrong with him? He doesn't look so odd.
ああ、彼、ちょっとね。
The attendant hesitated.
ところで、ねえソラ、状況はわかる？
The girl attendant addressed a question to the staff member in the dress.
いえ、断線がひどくて、コネクションを回復しつつ調べていますが、まだ時間がかかります。
The attendant called Sora said this.
だったら、中央制御室に行こう。あそこからなら詳しくモニターできるでしょ？
そうですね。すみません。私が至らないばかりに不便ですよね。
気にしないで、ソラ。
With that, the girl addressed me again.
それじゃあ、これからドリットストック3階に降りるけど、ついてくるよね。
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, where else am I gonna go? We took an emergency corridor right behind one of the attractions. It looked like there was a number of these narrow corridors above and below other corridors and rooms. I figured that they were probably used as shortcuts by employees as well.
私は田中優。本当はもっと長ったらしい名前なんだけど、優でいいよ。
I'm Takashi.
倉成ね。よろしく、倉成。
How'd you know the last name? Good to know you. Good to know you. The whole time, the girl in the dark clothes silently watched our exchange. We went down the stairs together. Me, Coco, you, Sora, the kid, the girl in black. 6 of us total. We arrived at Dreamcast, the 3rd floor underwater. We used the ladder in the emergency corridor to descend to another corridor and turned around the corner. Control room. It seemed that this was the central control room, as a sign would say control room.
どう？ここの端末からならわかりそう？
そうですね。確かに直接アクセスした方が早そうです。
Sora faced the monitor and held up both hands. Instantly, the content of the screen began to change, with a number of windows opening, closing, and searches for data underway. Hey, you can operate these computers without even touching them? I've got the latest cell phone, and it's got a touch panel, and it's got a kinetic recharge function. What does that mean? You move it and it recharges? They got those? I worked at an electric place, and they had like these MP3 players that you could shake, and they would you could play music and you could shake them, which doesn't seem like it's worth it. I think it's been a while since I worked there, but I think that's how it did. I don't think you recharged on it. But yeah, that just seems like it'd be crazy. Oh yeah, I pondered about it, and they're gonna fix an answer it for me. Huh? Oh, it means that even if the battery dies, if you walk around with it or shake it, it will recharge itself. It takes a while though. I took my PDA from my pocket and lent it to Coco. Coco took the PDA and shook it using short movements like she was shaking maracas. Yeah, like that. The lamp that had indicated the battery was dead lit up. The harder you shake it, the more it lights up. The lamp flickered. I didn't know if she was having fun or what, but Coco kept up her maraca act for a while. Here's the thing, why don't you make maracas with the PDA in it so that you can do music while you're charging your phone? Anybody wants to patent that, make sure you give me credit. And if it's already out there, I apologize. Pretty weird though, I don't think it's out there. It looked like the PDA wasn't broken. All I had to do was wait and it would probably work again. It seemed the professional diving waterproof specifications it had boasted were actually true. Sora typed quietly on the keyboard. What? She was typing the keyboard, but it looked like her hands weren't even touching the keyboard. I figured that was my imagination.
わかりました。
Sora said it in business-like manner. She seemed done with the computer. Everyone looked at her.
皆さん、どうか落ち着いてください。お願いします。
If you tell a lot of people, everyone please be calm, crap's fixing to get crazy because no one is going to stay calm. They're going to be like, oh crap, we're going to die. Let's all kill the fat guy and eat him. Crap. I better not be in a situation like that. That guy would be me. Unless it's like a fat people amusement park, then there could be others. But then there'd be plenty of food there anyway, so. Yeah. Moving on. As she said that, I noticed she looked a little pale. The room went quiet as the focus shifted to her.
まず1階エルストボーデンは一部階段を除き完全に浸水しました。
This is Erste Boden. Is that what she means by floor 1? Yeah, it could be a problem since that's the way out. Except for one segment of stairs.
浸水？1階全体が？
はい。隔壁もすべて下ろされ、通路を通行することはできません。
つまり、どうやっても上には行けない。
そういうことです。また、ツバイトシュトック、ドリットシュトックについてですが、第3区画は防水扉の閉鎖が間に合わず、完全浸水しています。その他の区画の各フロアは今のところ健在です。ただしいくつかの部屋には先ほど流入した海水が溜まっています。現在排水ポンプを稼働していますが、完全排水には相当な時間を要するものと思われます。
排水ポンプ？電気は普通に使えてるってことだよね。
そうですね。エレベーターを含め一部の電子的システムが制御不能に陥っています。 原因は不明ですが、各区画の反戦断層が影響しているでしょう。先ほどまで私が十分に状況を把握できなかったのもそのためです。
What does she mean she wasn't able to? Something about her words nagged at my mind, but I listened to the rest of what she had to say.
しかし発電機は正常に機能しており、電力は供給されています。ですから発電循環系統にトラブルがない限りは、ある程度時間がかかっても排水は完了できます。ちなみに管内の内部圧は1気圧です。酸素濃度 22%、 窒素濃度 75%、 ヘリウム濃度 3%、 気温24度。
当分私たちが中で過ごしていくことは可能と言いたいのね。
申し訳ありません。その通りです。皆さんには今しばらくの間館内でお待ちいただくことになります。
For a while, how long is that?
救助が来るまでです。
Okay. Very specific answer.
救援要請はずっと送り続けています。しかし現在それが届く保証はありません。インゼルヌルへの通信線は非常回線も含め物理的遮断によって使用不能です。また海底ケーブルでのネットワーク接続、音波式水中通話ともに試していますが、通信系の回復のめどはまだ立っていません。
So we're like little kids lost smack in the middle of the ocean and nobody can hear our SOS. I was gonna say SUS, I don't know.
はい。
Those were the cold, hard facts we had to face. There was every reason for everyone to get depressed. That's right.
はいはい、どうも。それでは元気よく。
One of the group was determined to dispel the gloomy atmosphere. You spoke so fast it was almost scary.
負傷区の救命艦女子第1年短期アルバイト田中指星はるかなが救助隊の到着まで皆様をご案内いたします。
Let's see if I can say this name. Let's see here. Yubisei Harukana. Yubisei Hakurana. Shit. Yubisei Harukana. I don't know if that was right. Yeah, she's right. It is a little bit of a long name. So she's in college working at an amusement park on an island. It's like a weird part-time job.
どんどんどんどんパフパフ。
Hey, wait. What did you just say?
救命艦女子第1年花の女子大生短期アルバイト連休中だけの臨時雇いなの。
Oh, I think he's asking the name.
まあなんていうかいきなりなツアー&不慣れなツアーコンではありますが、よろしくお願いします。
No, after that.
は？私の名前のこと？田中指星はるかな。
Yubisei Harukana Naka.
田中指星はるかな。
Oh crap! I can't get my tongue around that.
もうだから私のことは言うでいいって言ったの。長いと面倒でしょ。はい質問です。
What would you I mean, I guess it could be very important to a parent, but how would you choose a long name for a child? You know, I don't know. I mean, well, I'm having trouble thinking of any long names beyond about 7 or 8 letters. But then again, I don't know how the name translates into like what is it, kanji? Is that what it's? or katakana. Like I said, I tried to learn a little bit of Japanese, but yeah, what is it? There's like 3 alphabets or something, isn't it? 2 or 3? Whatever. I don't know how it translates, but I figured it's long regardless.
なんでしょう。Thank you って呼んでもいい？
Knock you.
どうぞどうぞ。あなたのお名前はヤガニココです。これでもってこっちはピピ。
Pee-pee went pee-pee. Her pet dog appeared from nowhere. Boy, was she full of energy. Leave it to the elementary school kid.
お年は中3。
Okay. Oh, crap. I forgot to read that. Whatever. What? No, it's nothing. I thought that surprises never cease.
ココとピピね。よろしくね。はーい。1+1は？あ、賢い。そうっしょ。そう思うっしょ。
I wondered if maybe there wasn't enough oxygen in the room. I was getting a headache. The girl in the black clothes gave her upbeat companions a cool stare. You noticed the look.
それでそちらの彼女は？
Huh? Why are you asking me?
あなたの連れじゃないの？
Stupid. What are you talking about?
ふーん。
What's that supposed to mean?
つぐみ、
I realized the girl had spoken.
小町、つぐみ。
It was just loud enough to make out what she was saying.
それが名前。
つぐみって言うんだ。よろしくね。
She turned her back. You shrugged slightly. I thought Tsugumi might have been embarrassed. There was something kind of cute about her. Tsugumi. I think that's a bird's name. I remember her tugging me along in the aquarium and running like the wind. Hey, thanks for helping me out back there. I was pretty much screwed. I was about to start to make a diagram on the walls about, how fast the water was traveling. I was gonna make a mark here, make a mark there, about 10 yards away. No, 10 feet. Let's say 10 feet. That's gonna measure how fast the water got to it. Then I was going to, figure out some scientific ways of gauging how fast the water was traveling, but you didn't let me do that crap. You just grabbed me and made me run. Thanks a lot for that. I'd have been scientifically dead. Hey Tsugumi, thanks for helping me back there. Walked over to her and said this.
何のこと？
You saved me in the aquarium, right?
助けたんじゃないわ。邪魔だったから。
What?
あんなところで転ばれたら邪魔だから。要するに足手まといだったの。
Yes, you don't need to keep putting in different words. I got it. Tsugumi looked annoyed as she said this. This chick's intense and scary. In my mind, I retracted my earlier thoughts about her being cute. Tsugumi and I glared at each other for a while.
まあまあ、二人とも仲良くね。
You jumped between us. I walked away from Tsugumi and she looked away from me.
そら、あなたも自己紹介しようよ。
You, who was totally in control of the situation, turned to Sora, who was working on the computer.
私ですか？
Sora took her hands from the machine and came towards us as if she were gliding.
申し遅れました。私は 茜ヶ崎空と申します。LeMU 開発部のシステムエンジニアです。
She's got an interesting name too. Akane Gasaki. Wait, no, crap. That's not how you say it. Or is it? Is it Akane Ga? Is it Akane Nagaski or Akane Gaski? Is it Saki or is it Esk? Wait, no. Whatever.
一応主任代理ということになっています。
The assistant chief. Wow. Assistant chief. Nice. Assistant chief, so you're pretty up there then.
代理ですし、名目上のことですから大したことはありません。
But hey, Sora, weren't you up at the gate above ground? You were given some kind of explanation at the entrance, right? I only heard half of it, but...
あ、そういえば、あの時のお姉ちゃん？
Wow. She don't remember. Wonder how well she's doing it in the 9th grade. Be surprised if she could pass the... Nah, I know she's probably smarter than she's letting on. These games and stuff always do that.
はい、そうです。お気づきになりましたか？ここも人手不足なもので、時々私もあのようなことをしています。
Sora smiled. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and call this episode complete. All the introductions have been made. They've they're gonna have to wait for help. Hopefully somebody gets the message. Come rescue us. Everybody's been introduced but the kid, and I don't think he don't have anything to introduce himself about being an amnesiac and all, so. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like or a comment, and if you happen to comment, don't spoil anything, you know, because I want to get this story as it happens. You know, I've said I've played it once, but you can do it different ways and see it differently. I remember quite a few important details. I'm actually shocked. It means the game was really fun when I was playing it, and just kind of got out of it when I was running through the kids' path. But yeah, don't spoil it. Point I was trying to make, don't spoil it for me or anybody who happens to watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I shall return in the next episode of Ever17. Farewell.